Hello, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. My name is Riley, and in today's video, we are back in FM23 with another experiment. I know a lot of people were interested in the whole Erling Haaland, if he went to every single EPL club, what would happen kind of experiment. So this is similar, but a wee bit different. So, as it is widely known, Kevin De Bruyne of Man City is considered the best player in FM23. He has the highest possible rating out of 200. I believe it's 189. So he is considered the best player. And I think it's fair to say he is very talented. He is the star in that Man City fold of stars. He is the ideal player when it comes to midfielders and playmakers and difference makers and being creative and all that jazz. He's very much responsible for the link up that leads to Erling Haaland scoring so many goals. So what I have done this time around is I have asked the question to myself: what would happen if I, first off, removed Kevin De Bruyne from Man City and then added him to every other single club in the EPL, which means Man City no longer has him, but everyone else does. So I'm very curious to see what would happen. Would Man City continue to dominate? Or would there be maybe a new contender? Would adding De Bruyne to Man United, Liverpool, Tottenham, Arsenal help them go up the ratings or up the table? I've gone ahead and simulated the entire season. It is the end of the season officially. It is May 30th. So let's take a look to see what happened. And as you can already tell, Man City has still won the league. Man City still wins, despite losing their best player and the best player in FM23. Not only did they win, but they dominated. Points for 86 compared to 73 second place Arsenal. The goal difference was significant. The amount of wins, 7 more wins than second place Tottenham, Arsenal. 7 more wins than second place Arsenal. Rounding up the top 4 are Liverpool and Aston Villa, actually. That is very interesting. Tottenham also makes it in at 5th, and Newcastle. Funny enough, Chelsea and Man United did not reach top 7. That is very, very funny, actually. So, let's take a look to see, when we look at Manchester City, who did they actually have still? Well, I think it's very interesting when you actually look at the team of the year, and it is littered with Man City players. So, obviously, Erling Haaland, he is going to get the Golden Boot award still. He had 18 goals, 5 assists, a 7.56 rating in 32 matches. Alongside him, interesting enough, Julian Alvarez with 15 goals in 31 appearances, 3 assists, a 7.15. Other players that made a difference, Bernardo Silva, for example, he had another 10 goals. Phil Foden was able to contribute 7 goals and 6 assists. And their defenders obviously played very well as well. But the interesting thing for me was the Footballer of the Year award went to Tottenham's version. Again, I don't know why when I duplicate him, his name doesn't pop up. But Tottenham's version of Kevin De Bruyne wins that award. And it actually comes out with a 7.62 rating. In 37 appearances, he got 13 goals, 12 assists. Which I'm sure helped them get 5th. Actually, 5th isn't even that good when I actually think about it now. They should have got more. Harry Kane only got 15 goals, which is still a decent amount, but yeah, not the same amount of goals he's used to, I guess. But again, very, very interesting nonetheless that Man City is still able to do this. The player's player, again, Tottenham's Kevin De Bruyne. The team of the year we just saw, there are the Tottenham version and who the heck is this? The Liverpool version of De Bruyne is also in the team of the year. 10 assists, 10 goals, 7.54 overall rating. Again, a decent showing by him. Young player, Erling Haaland, not a surprise. And top goal scorer Erling again. So it is very interesting to me that despite every team having a version of Kevin De Bruyne, Man City is still conquering all. And questions about this are why? Why is this a thing? Because when you look at the assists, like obviously Kevin De Bruyne is making an impact across the league. You look at the leaders for assists, and they're all De Bruyne. Number one is Everton's with 13. Man United is tied with Tottenham and Fulham. Liverpool's De Bruyne is there. Wolves, Newcastle, Aston Villa, Leicester, Brighton, Liverpool. They're all there in the top 20. So why aren't they contributing more to their teams? Like Manchester United, for example, what happened to them? They actually made it to the Europa League semi-final before. Oh no, they're actually going to be in the Europa League final against Bayern Munich of all teams. But why did they do so poorly in the league? That is a great question. I do not know the answer to. And funny enough, looking at Manchester United, they went on to spend a bunch more money in the January transfer window, but did not really sell anyone. Alejandro Garnacho went out on loan, but other than that, yeah, like nothing really happened. So, interesting, for sure. No reason why they should have done so poorly, but maybe it's just because how FM23 is wired this time around. Clearly, Man City is a super team, even without their best player. I think that is fascinating. But I think a lot of it also shows how crazy good Erling Haaland is. At 22 years old, being 6'5", having these kind of attributes, having this kind of impact for his team is insanity. There's not a whole lot more I can really analyze, I would say. Obviously, Kevin De Bruyne being on every team but Man City has not really changed too much. Chelsea and Man United not being in the top 6 is significant, but I think the biggest takeaway is that Man City still dominates. So if you want to have a fun, and by fun I mean really easy time on FM23, just be Man City. Honestly, be Man City. They are clearly overpowered. Or OP, as the cool kids would say. But anyways, I hope you found this interesting. I sure did. And if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel. I do these kind of videos every once in a while, mostly because I'm curious what would happen. And Man City's always the one I kind of play around with just because they're so good. So good in-game, clearly very good in-game, and obviously in real life. And as a Man United fan, it is very difficult to watch. So, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.